Well, it was a hard game. Like I think Detroit played really, really well. I've watched them play a little bit, and the pieces of the game that are so important, especially on the road. Your special teams have to be good, but your goaltender's got to be good too, right? And that would be, for me, the story is Sergei Bobrovsky's third period, our penalty kill next, and the power play third, and then toward the end there, laying down in front of pucks.
Speaking of special teams, 5 for 5 on the PK, we know that's been a work in progress. In your mind, what was the biggest difference in that area?
Oh, well, we were just way more aggressive. Right, and then after the first one, so the confidence, there's no difference between a power play lacking confidence or a penalty kill. I know you don't have the puck, but when you're confident, your reads, you don't second guess your reads, and that makes you faster. When you're struggling on the kill, you second guess everything you do, and you're just too slow. But we were, after the first one, I thought, and we were good in the first, but that was the confidence booster, and then we just mirrored it for the rest of the game.
You talk about the third period as a whole for Bob, just that first minute, all those big saves right
I think in the first 10, right, if they get one early there, you got a different animal, right? They're going to push hard. I mean, we were both kind of fighting for our playoff lives in January, so they were coming hard early, and he just, and then it gets a calm on the bench, right? And sometimes a goaltender can just settle your entire game now.
You guys have talked about building, had the win over Arizona. Do you think this is another good block for you guys?
I do. I think the win over Arizona was a good win. I mean, like I said, they beat 3 playoff teams coming to us, and probably could have beat Tampa the game before. So that was a solid, hard win. This one there was physicality, on both sides, some big hits. I think we handled that well. We took some big hits, didn't retaliate. It didn't happen the other way, and we scored goals off it. So I like the way we handled that.
You're in a club with 2 power play goals.
Yeah.
First time you found the back of the net in 18 games. Just how good was that to see for him from a confidence
So
perspective?
really important, right? He kind of, I think he's drawn some unnecessary fire. Like our power play is running over 25% since Game 7. It's a good power play, and he's been an important part of that. I thought his game against Arizona was really important. And you may not have noticed the game because he wasn't on the score sheet, but he played a really smart, strong skating, hard gap game. I think that gave him the confidence today. And he's had a bunch of those chances down the pipe, but he needs to score goals because he gets into the slot so fast. It happens for him. He needs those pucks to go in, and he was great.
Is there anything goaltending-wise that Bob has to do to be consistent, right? To turn this into
It's a really good question. I almost look at the start of our year as kind of difficult for our goalies. A bunch of things happened. One, I split them almost for the first 20 games, right? So there wasn't a lot of work. Secondly, our schedule, because we were out west twice in that block, an 8-day trip and an 11-day trip, we didn't practice. So you're splitting your goalies and you're not practicing. And we were carrying 20 at the time, so we put 4 guys on the ice. I don't think our goalies got enough work. And we were actually playing really well defensively. Like we weren't, those poor fellows in the net would get scored on the first shot, and it's not their fault. It was a 2-on-1, but we hadn't given anything up. We were playing well, and I think they lost a little bit of confidence. So both guys now have blocks. Sergei came in for, Nider had a real good run up into a Winnipeg game about mid last month, and then Bob came in off that, and he's been pretty darn good ever since.
Earlier today, when I asked you to describe the importance of this game, you told me that you would give me an answer and what that would be after the game, after you won. So what is that?
The style of game more than anything, because they were good tonight. Detroit played a good game. They generated, they pushed the pace of and we were able to handle a road game. So I'll tell you after the Dallas game how important this one was.
Thanks,
Okay,
guys.
guys.